Uh, I get it. Um, I have or had my I do actually do have my own business, but I don't trust anybody else. But I've been the manager of it. People are stupid. That's the
Yeah, I
hardest
mean,
part is that
my
you have to deal with people's not thinkingness.
my employees have been good so far. I had a problem with one of them being a transphobe one point, but like for the most part, been running for almost 4 years now. Not had many problems.
That's not bad.
So
Yeah,
I'd
you
say there
hired
isn't having
smart.
been problems. There just hasn't been a lot of problems.
Hell yeah. Um, by the way, I'm in live for like 30 seconds.
That's fine.
Um,
Hi everyone. Hello. Everyone. Yeah.
uh, everybody knows who you are. Let's be honest. You are probably the most known non-streamer who is regularly on streams that I can think.
Yeah, that does seem to be the case. It's really funny with that because a lot of people are like, "How do you get on so many streams? You don't even stream." It's like, I just do, and they're like, "Unacceptable."
It is funny too. You just have the ability to like pretty much go to anybody's stream if you want to too. And there's really like I guess it's only in the benefit of the other person. You don't really you just get to be there. Nothing
Yeah, I mean, it's well, I have a Twitter now. Ta-da!
true.
uh, but it's kinda funny. I don't really ask to come on a lot of streams. It's very, very rare I do. Because when I do ask them like, "Hey, can I come on stream?" It's usually when they're saying something really fucking stupid. Um, like that's like the only time ever.
Uh well then
I'm the one who usually gets asked to come on stream.
that's fair. Um it's funny too when I just look at your Twitter timeline. You've had a Twitter for what, a whole 24 hours now, and it's almost fully populated with comic book stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fucking nerd, so it works.
So, just for point of reference, I own some comic books, but like very, very little. I just kind of have like I watch a lot of anime, and I've watched like grew up with like basically every comic book cartoon that existed. Um, like there wasn't like anime wasn't really big in the West then, so we had like a ton of comic book cartoons, like the original X-Men animated series, and just like everything that branched off from it. But I have spent a great deal of time just like looking up comic book heroes and their feats and all to get a really good idea
So,
of them.
so for me, I'm much younger, but like for me, I started with Teen Titans. So I grew up with Teen Titans. So, like 5 and 6, Teen Titans was on Cartoon Network. So I used to watch it every night. I watched the 2 new episodes. And Teen Titans led into things like Captain America and Iron Man and Batman, and then we also had like we had some of the probably the greatest Batman movies of all time. Also to come out those times, so like I think I was born at a really good time because there was like a really good era of
You're following Evan do things.
like superhero based shit. Like, cause we had a lot of really good stuff. We had like the first Iron Man movie and Batman, and all those movies, which were all really good.
Which Batman movies was that? Because like for me, I grew up with like
I'm talking like the
Michael
Dark Knight,
Keaton.
the
Okay.
the Dark. Yeah, I'm talking about the Dark Knight Trilogy.
Yeah, I think the only good, like the only one I really liked when I was a kid was Batman Forever, or is it Batman and Robin? I liked.
Yeah, yeah. I came up with Heath Ledger Joker and stuff like that. So
That's pretty
I
cool.
right, you're right. So they like so I was kind of like it's like same with like Star Wars, right? Because like when I started watching Star Wars was during Revenge of the Sith. So like I kind of came in at like the perfect like Clone Wars was going, Revenge of the Sith was going. So like I came in at a really good time in this world to be this like massive nerd I would be.
I don't know if I told you this or not, but I didn't like Star Wars at all growing up because so I have obsessive compulsive tendencies. I don't have like full blown OCD. They thought it was, but it's not. And even as a kid, when I seen like them like they're like shoot this hole in the Death Star and it'll blow up, I was just like, that's fucking stupid. Why would they put that hole there? That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. But then Disney decided to create an entire movie to fix that plot hole. So I was like, okay, I can do this now. So it isn't
Yeah,
until
yeah,
after
pretty much.
that could I, yeah, it was an exhaust port, sure, right, but you cover that. If your exhaust port is your planet destroying weapons like weak point, you protect it better. So
I
that
like the rope. I like the Family Guy joke where it's like this Death Star is completely impenetrable except this one really small area. Then why don't we fix it? It would be really like difficult. Yeah, I don't care. Fix it.
it'd be really difficult.
Well,
Couldn't you just put a bunch of like reinforced
yeah,
vented grates?
yeah, there was this, like, all right, so we're doing power scaling, right? We're gonna talk about like power scaling and who would beat who and this, that, and the other. So
Yeah.
that what we're doing?
Yeah. Who's
Okay.
your
So
yeah, I just figured we'd start like who's your favorite person to like match people up against in your head? I know you have
so
one.
I'm a big Doctor Fate fan. So like when it comes to like so like I kind of have like a category, right? So you have like your gods, your human like god-ish people, like people who are like they're human-esque with like almost godlike power, and then like your mercenaries that are human and have some pretty crazy feats. So like in the level of gods,
Hmm.
it's people like Loki and the Darkest Knight, aka the Batman Who Laughs, Doctor Fate, Spectre, and then when you get like your next category, you get more people like Martian Manhunter, and your like Hellbat is one. He's fucking sick. And then you kind of move down from there. You have like your Deathstroke and your Deadshot and like all people like that.
Okay. I had to look Death or Hellbat up. Uh
Hellbat is a futuristic Batman who has left behind his willingness to not kill and creates this suit in a damned world that runs on fear. So, like, the more you fear Hellbat, the more powerful he is.
oh, just looking at something. It looks
He
fucking
kills
dope.
Darkseid. That's how powerful he is. He literally KOs Darkseid, like in hand-to-hand combat.
Uh using tech? No, it can't be.
Yeah, I mean it's technically tech, yeah, but like it's part of him. Like Hellbat's part of Batman.
Oh, I see. Is it like a symbiote?
Not no. It's like imagine like an Iron Man suit you can't take off.
Uh okay. That makes sense. Um I think like my number one go to to see if like they're at like the I guess that's basically like the god level. I really like Dr. Manhattan for this because he's
Underrated actor is a really interesting one, but the problem with him is he's so like his power level is unknown almost, right?
yeah.
Like it's like a so much we just don't you just kind of like ah.
Well, I enjoy it because him because it's interesting to see the arguments that people come up for, and it seems like people almost always underestimate like what we do know, or they like overestimate him. Like oh god, I uh like Franklin Richards, I think takes him out pretty easy. Yeah, Evan, do things they did, and Alexa loved the Doomsday Clock. I was very mad. Like,
I like
do
Doomsday
you
Clock.
think Franklin Richards just takes him right out, right?
Um,
Because he can just
I
decide
mean,
that Dr. Manhattan doesn't exist, right?
yeah. I mean, virtually, right? Like he could do that. But the thing with Doctor Manhattan that makes it so interesting is that he's kind of in our time, but not right. He's like an omnipresent type
Yeah.
character. So once he exists, he can like he has like you have to figure out a way to make him no longer exist where he doesn't figure that out. And he's so smart that like if he for a moment can think it, then he'll know it.
Well, there's also the argument too that since he exists right now, it means that like he never didn't exist. He couldn't not possibly have not done anything he's done before. Um, but I
So
feel like
like
Franklin Richards can just like uncannon your ass.
yeah, I mean yeah, he could with most people, right? Like Manhattan's no like presence or one above all or anything like that, but like
Right.
Manhattan like there's a really interesting video where it says is Manhattan a god or is he a puppet for a god? And it's a really interesting argument because like the whole like is he a puppet for a god is that he was created by a higher up to do their dirty work.
Well, because he does feel like he has basically no agency whatsoever. He's going to fall
Right.
in line with everything that he is going to do and has done no matter what.
Yes. Yeah. So like it kind of comes like is he a god or is he a puppet?
Uh,
Where like where like characters like Doctor Fate or your Spectres of the world like they do what the fuck they want. They just it's Spectre decides he wants to kill you, you're gonna die.
yeah, he can pretty much unmake you. The really cool thing about him is that like you can't put him in a fight. Like nobody can beat him in a fight because that's not him. The thing we see isn't him.
Right. Yeah, because it's like yeah, 'cause it's like an illusion.
Like that's literally the puppet that like the thing that is Doctor Manhattan uses to interact in our dimension. Uh,
Right.
so like that's why in the Doomsday Clock bummed me out so much because I was just like, Superman has no chance here. Like literally none. How do they do this? And like when I looked up things like how it could possibly like, well, he'll just have to talk to him, and I'm like, dude, if he doesn't do anything to him, I'm gonna be so mad. That's exactly how that
Well,
shit went
he
down.
it was well, yeah, because it was a decision, right? Because like in the Doomsday Clock, he was like, you know, if I don't do anything, this all dies, and if I do something, then they die.
Right.
And he is so like either or everything goes away, but he's just delaying it all going away. And like that's why when he's walking, it has all the pictures that follow behind him because he's trying to make a decision on this while Superman's getting fucking absolutely pounded like left and right by like a half a dozen people.
Um. Yeah. I've actually revisited the panels from that last issue. Yeah, issue. I read it all online. The last issue a couple of times. Um. Yeah, like that was him actually making a decision. Wasn't like predetermined. Like from what I understand, because he was in the other universe where like time is indeterminate.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what was so interesting because like I think he was finally noticing that he could have his own like free will in a way. 'Cause, like he doesn't believe in free will, but I think in that moment he believed that he had his own he could choose something for once and it was his decision.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the whole. I think the whole thing is that if his future's unknown, then like it's just his past, and he's basically the same as everybody else, just constantly living in the past. Like he has as close to a regular life as you could possibly have being Doctor Man.
Right. Yeah.
Um.
All right. So who we have on this line of the power channeling who could beat who the gods against men.
I think that Doctor Fate's a really good one because he's like the Flash fast. Um. Yeah. Fate beats Galactus pretty. You know, it's funny. You look up things about Galactus.
Fate beats most people.
Yeah, Uh,
Like, because you think Fate's a god. He's Naboo, and he's the Lord of Order, who takes his orders from the Order's emeralds, who are directly connected to the Presence, and the Presence is the sole creator of DC.
right. Well,
So he is third in line to the literal god.
I would say that Doom could probably take him.
No,
He,
absolutely. Doctor Doom's great. Doctor Doom's
Doom
fucking amazing.
dethroned the oh god, what's the avatar of the one above all? Oh my god, I'm slipping.
The Avatar above. Well, there's the writer. The writer is above the one above all.
No. It's sure the writer, the one above all, and then the guy right below him. It's like his vessel. Can't think of it. God damn it. I know this.
So in comic continuity in Marvel, the writer's the strongest, then the one above all, then it's Eternity.
Oh my god. Uh my god. He's like oh my god, I hate this. Why am I fumbling here? I talk about him all the time. Uh wait. This guy has to be above eternity. Can't believe I'm fumbling already here.
Eternity is omnipresent, omnipotent, all-knowing, all-being, all living.
Uh correct. Oh, the Living Tribunal. There we go.
Yeah, the Living Tribunal is not as strong as Eternity. Living Tribunal is extremely powerful, but like not no, Eternity's stronger. But okay, but yeah, so God Emperor Doom, because that's the one who beats the Living Tribunal,
Yeah.
is extremely powerful. The thing is with this, so Doctor Fate is an omnipresent, omnipotent, all-knowing God,
Yeah.
and Doctor Fate knows everything.
Uh-huh.
So when he goes into a fight, he already knows like the conclusion of how that fight's gonna end. And with someone like Doctor Doom, who's extremely powerful, extremely smart, and stuff like that, it would be amazing. I would fucking come all over the wall to see this.
Well, Doom has
But
become omniscient and omnipresent several times.
several times, yes. But if we're going to say like God Emperor Doom, because if I'm assuming here we're going to talk about God Emperor Doom, not the multiversal God Emperor Doom where there's like 100 of them. I think we're assuming about the one.
Yeah, I would just pick Doom in his greatest form.
Okay, so yeah, so God Emperor Doom with the Infinity Stones.
Sure. Well, yeah, because
Sure.
if he
So God,
decided
yeah,
to have him, he'd have him.
right. So this would be when he takes the Infinity Stones, lifts Mjolnir, and like this was the same comic where he literally like reached through Thanos's fucking stomach, grabs his spine, and disintegrates him. Like God is extremely powerful, just on an ungodly scale. But someone like Doctor Fate could literally undo all of that. He could undo him ever, like he could undo Mephisto ever killing his parents. He could undo him ever getting the Stones. All of it. So if Doctor Fate decided, yeah, I no longer want you to have any of this, he would do it, and he would do it so quickly, just a blink and an eye, gone. Like that's how like Fate is so powerful. It's not even funny. Like in all aspects that we see of Doctor Fate outside of media nerfs the actual fuck out because they cannot actually show him how powerful he is.
Uh, yeah, because well, we get into numbers that our brains literally can't comprehend.
Right, because his so like Doctor Fate is not a hero nor a villain. He does things for an absolute purpose. He is completely destroy universes because those universes were a detriment to three other universes. Like completely just erases them. Right? So let's say in a world where Doctor Doom has taken over the universe, which he's done before,
Yeah.
and he's got the order that this universe has to go. It's going. It's gone. Like it is a goner.
I don't know. God Emperor
Like
Doom killed the like uh people embodied with the Phoenix Force. Uh
yeah, I mean, God Emperor 2 is unbelievable. Like the only way I could see God Emperor Doom beating Doctor Fate um is after he kills Eternity and consumes Eternity's power. That's the only way I could think that he could do it because he only did that one comic where he was actually able to beat Eternity. So if he beat after he beats Eternity and takes his power, that I think that would be the only way that he would have a chance to kill Doctor Fate. But
uh
like but the problem comes is that he has to do all of these things where Doctor Fate doesn't have to do anything. You know what I mean? It's like so one has to take the Infinity Stones, conquer a universe, kill all these gods, kill the Living Tribunal, kill Eternity, and Fate's just like, I'm here, bro. Um, I'm here with my book.
well, I think that what do you think the odds are the Dr. Fate just concedes the fight because Doom would be make their universe a better place?
If Doctor Doom would make their universe a better place, then he would have never fought him to begin with. Because
Uh
again, Fate has already before a fight ever happens, Fate has already calculated the what will happen with this fight. Will it destroy the universe and make it worse? Will it destroy the universe and make it better? Will he die and it'll save a million, or will he die and it saves a million but kills 3 billion? All of those possibilities go through his head. So the
oh.
only reason Doctor Fate would ever get into a fight with Doctor Doom is because the order must be balanced.
Uh hmm. I guess I guess it just seems like yeah, I'm not sure. Because Doom seems like the best ruler. Period. I don't consider him
Right,
a
and
villain.
well, it depends on the comic, but like if the universe was better off with Doom ruling it, then Doctor Fate would never intervene
I see.
because he does things in absolutes. Like Doctor Fate is almost absolute person. Everything is this way. Like he looks at things through the moniker of like everything I do will have a conclusion, and he looks at everything through what is the conclusion.
Didn't he die?
Doctor Fate, yeah, Doctor Fate's died many times
Oh, okay.
and reborn many times.
That's right. Because
You can
anybody can take up the
you
like basically whoever it decides takes up the mantle.
Yeah. Yeah. So pretty much like you can kill the host all you want. You can even crush the helmet, doesn't change anything.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, fair enough.
It's like Ghost. Like you can kill him, throw him back in hell as many times as you want. He's coming back. He is not staying down.
Yeah. Uh yeah, I guess it takes a really rare situation for anyone to contend with him. I guess like it would have to be like the Franklin Richards or like Dr. Manhattans that could really.
Dr. Manhattan and Dr. Fate have actually spoken many times, and Manhattan's literally said that I would never fight you because there would be no point. I would just lose. Like it's well, like Fate's so powerful that like the smartest people alive know not to mess with him.
Interesting. I know a good chunk. I don't know. I guess I thought that only under certain conditions have like the fully like essentially Christian god powers.
So if okay, so like this is where he dies next. If he's in the World Between Worlds, which is where like Spectre and all them live, he's at max power. That's where like Dream and Spectre, that's where they all are. And if he's there, unstoppable. If he is near the bell tower, which is his resident, he is
Mm.
also at max power. If he's like in a completely different dimension in like this damned universe, he's not at max power, but he's virtually like it doesn't change much.
Interesting. But where do you consider like the borderline into like godhood starts?
That's a good question. So
Like,
I think that DC has nailed it with gods and how they're considered. So like DC has new gods and the old gods, and then they have and then like the gods call them wannabe gods, but then there's like the what they're called Earth gods.
sure.
Um, so I think people like the Son of Dark Side, Warhound is someone who is like someone who is not not necessarily like dark side level god, but like a god, but like at your kind of base level. And then like I would argue that people like so like Superman 1,000,000, that's a god.
Wait, what's the difference
And
between Superman 1,000,000 and Superman Prime?
Superman 1,000,000 lived in the sun for 1,000,000 years
Oh, is that better
and
than Prime?
consumed yes.
Oh God. Okay, I thought
Yes.
Prime was his top form.
No, Superman 1,000,000 is top. Um so like that's a god, right? But like just base Superman, that's like an Earth god, right? That's like a
Yeah.
god that he's like to other people, nothing. Spectre, nothing. Just a thought, right? There, he's nothing but like an ant, right? Someone like Lucifer, crushed, no thoughts. But like when you get to like Superman, like that's a god. Um, Same thing with like the Batman Who Laughs when he becomes a Darkest Night. That's a god.
Yeah.
Like like as just Batman, that's not a god. As the Batman Who Laughs, you're getting there. The Darkest Night, that's a fucking god.
Then where would you draw the line for like the Marvel universe then? Because yeah, there's
Um, I would say who'd be a good example of this? I would say let's see, Spider-Man be a good one. Yeah, I'll use Spider-Man. So like base Spider-Man, obviously super strength, extremely fast, extremely intelligent. You know
uh,
all these things, right? He like an Earth god virtually, right? Because like he can do more than anyone else can, stuff like that. Then you get to like characters like Miles Morales, stuff like that, who can like skip between dimensions and Spider-Man 2099, who's literally half fucking spider. Um, and then you start getting into like the Spider-Man fuck what is it? It's Spider-Man Oblivion is where he's a god because it's like the incarnation of like the like pure sense you're like a million times faster than anything else alive, you're a million times smarter than anything else alive. It's like now you're a god. Like it's like we can see this with a lot of things. Like look at Captain America. Captain America is a really good example of someone who isn't a god but has characteristics of that would follow a god. You know, like he's a man, he can die just like any other man, but he's extremely fast, extremely strong, extremely intelligent, um, stuff like that.
I would say that Captain America is like our like template, basic like proto human.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah,
Like
it's like seeming like a Batman for DC, right? Like he's like faster, stronger, smarter, but he's a man.
yeah, like if you're really gonna deal with anything that like the Avengers would deal with, you have to be Captain America or better. Or you're just like you're not like a superhero. Like you're not a metahuman. Like there's like Hawkeye, which is just like literally just a dude.
Yeah, he's just a
He
dude with
just
an
practices a
arrow.
lot.
Yeah, like and fuck, Hawkeye sucks ass. Let's be real.
Somebody just said you have to be no, you have to be Hawkeye or better, and then like, but I think they got in just before, or we got that in just before he said it. Uh, yeah. As far as humans go, like Hawkeye's like top basic human of like Marvel as far as I know, of having like zero powers,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
basically.
which kind of sucks.
Like, yeah, like Black Widow
Yeah.
also would be like, yeah. Actually, no, Black Widow listed Mjolnir at one point, so
I was gonna say, didn't she get powers eventually?
yeah, she was Mjolnir at one point.
So,
Um,
eh.
yeah, so yeah, yeah, I guess yeah, yeah. So it would be like Hawkeye, and then you have like Captain America, and then you have someone like Spider-Man, and then uh,
Spider-Man's
who
way
would
more
be
OP than people realize. Spider-Man's like kind
Spider-Man's
of
very
insane.
yeah, because it's there's a really good line in Spider-Man No Way Home where they're talking about like the people they lost, and when one of them goes, "Yeah, I stopped pulling my punches after Gwen died."
Yeah.
Do you know how that is of a statement? I stopped pulling my punches. He can punch over 1,000,000 metric tons. That means when he punches someone, he's going to bust them into about 10 pieces.
Yes. What is it? Even in the like the animated cartoons that were out for Spider-Man, like he was like multiversal traveling. He met Stan Lee. He met the guy that wrote him. Uh, because he was like among
Yeah.
like the best in the entire multiverse. Uh, it's he gets nerfed for all the movies super hard.
Yeah, for sure. So
Well, everybody
this. I'm
does.
not the I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan. Like base Spider-Man's kind of whatever. I prefer the I prefer like the Venom symbiote Spider-Man, 2099 Spider-Man. Like I prefer those. I think those are way cooler. I think base Spider-Man's just kind of whatever. Like he's cool, but he's like nah. But like
Uh,
all the other Spider-Mans are really cool.
I say, well, base Spider-Man depending on like which canon, because like base Spider-Man has like depending on the canon has like really high like peaks.
Yeah, I would agree that they all have, but like I think people like Spider-Gwen and 2099 Spider-Man are far more interesting because they're more than just I'm a person who got bit by a spider in a suit, right? Like there's more to them, and I think they're just more interesting characters.
Ultimate Spider-Man. Oh, maybe it's not. That's not the one. Maybe it is 2099 then.
Well, yeah, 2099 is the 50% Spider-Man.
Okay, yeah, that is the really cool one. Why did I think that was Ultimate? Yeah, okay. Um, what do you who do you think's the worst? There was one guy
Like
there was a villain that had like the power of like the color spectrum, and he was really awful. I can't think of his name. Old. Uh,
sorry,
oh, you
what
cut
are you
out
asking?
real hard. Who do you think's like what do you think's the bottom of the barrel for metahuman in each of the universe?
Ooh, that's rough. There's dog shit ones.
Yeah, yeah. Like I was saying,
Um,
I think it's Marvel. There's a guy who had like the power of the color spectrum. Is basically his power is like, oh, you
that's
fucking
so good.
suck.
I mean, actually, no, DC had it because DC had that like 10-year period where they wrote something like Condiment King, Calendar Man.
What's Calendar Man
Um,
do?
oh, he kills people on certain dates and times, and he always knows what day it is.
Well, at least he can kill people with it.
No, he just has a special day where he kills.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
and so, but his superpower is that he always knows what day it is.
Yeah. Yep.
That's really good. And
There's Condiment King who is kill people with pickles. Um, let me think.
Hype Man's not a fucking. Hype Man doesn't have any powers, does he?
Hype Man, the fuck is Hype Man?
Hype Man, Aite.
Oh, I thought you said Hype. I was like, who the fuck is Hype Man?
No.
Um, yeah, my submission would be Calendar Man. Would be the worst. For DC, and then for Marvel, I would say, hmm,
Calendar Man
there
was on
was
the
fuck.
list I just looked up.
Fuck, what was his name?
Oh, Slipknot's pretty.
There's a metahuman in Marvel. They appeared in the X-Men comics, and like their thing is like they're just like a giant they're like string, pretty much. Like they just spin people, and it's really goofy. And I don't remember their name.
Oh wait, is it Tie-Dye Man? That's DC. Oh, wait, is it Crazy Quilt?
That's it.
Okay. I
That's
think
it.
I was thinking
Yeah,
of
that
Polka
guy.
Dot Man.
Yeah, no, I like Pokemon Man. He's really funny. He's really funny because like he'll die if he doesn't like get rid of the polka dots, he'll fucking die. So like if he doesn't have a place to just like dump the polka dots, he'll fucking die. And what sucks is that he doesn't even want to be a villain. It's just like he has to dump the polka dots, and it ends up killing hundreds of people because they're just like explosives. So it's like not even. It's just like it's either I die or you die, and I'm choosing you.
That's fair. Kite Man shouldn't be on these bad super villain lists. He knocked out Batman before. That's an achievement. Huh, okay. So yeah, I think that Crazy Quilt is pretty bad. Uh yeah, so that's the bottom. Looks like all the really bad ones came out between like in the late 40s to the 60s. Like the really bad ones happened.
There were some fucking awful ones in like the late '90s for DC. I don't know what drugs they got on, but they just started making some stupid decisions on who they were making.
Uh somebody in my chat said Calendar Man is fucking cool. He's a serial killer.
Calendar Man killed like 3 people and then went to fucking Arkham and died there. Like I don't know what you're talking about. And then he randomly will make appearances in some comics where he's like, you know what, Batman? It's March 11th. You know what that means? And Batman's like, I don't care, Calendar Man, and then just leaves. And that's just it. It's like it's so goofy.
That's pretty good. The same person also said, strongest non-god or magic hero, no reality rappers. Warpers, I see. Wait, before we go to that, I gotta ask you. I've been trying to find this out all day. Does Squirrel Girl, because like I consider you the expert, does Squirrel Girl actually have a power that makes it impossible for her to lose, or is it just like a joke amongst like the
It's
writing?
it, it's like a running meme that she's unbeatable. And there's no known way, as of right now in Marvel continuity, that you can beat Squirrel. There was one point Galactus had showed up had KO'd the Avengers, the X-Men, X-Force, all of them. Straight up everybody. Like, just wiped them clean out. And Squirrel Girl goes, can you, like, not do that? And Galactus goes, okay, and he fucks off.
Yeah, but it always seems like
Like,
really weird happenstance. Is it like, does she
it's
have like a
so
power like Domino, or is it just like
no,
okay?
no.
So
It's just,
it's just happenstance each time.
it just happens, and it's amazing. I love it.
Okay, so there's
First time,
literally
it just
nothing stopping anybody from walking up with a pistol and shooting her in the fucking head dead.
yeah, but they won't do
Yeah,
it.
she would just be like, please don't. And you'd be like, fair enough.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, just put the gun to yourself.
Because I've seen she's fought fifth dimensional beings, and like she's strong, but like not that strong. She can jump good and she can talk to squirrels. I think, and she has a tail.
Yep.
Okay.
She also crawl up Thanos' ass
Yeah.
and kill him.
Yeah. I knew she's beaten like everybody who's like seemingly unbeatable in certain situations, and she just wins.
It's great. I love it. It's so goofy. It's so goofy. It's
Yeah.
great.
So like I've heard people mention that like she has the superpower of not being able to lose, but I found nothing to confirm this. So I'm glad that you can confirm this, that she doesn't have it. It's just sort of kind of implied, but also
So,
like no real reason to think this is like a
so,
meta human trait.
so pre like Stanley death, he talked about like making a comic that was going to depict why Squirrel was unbeatable, and it never came out because he passed away.
Oh.
So, so it's in like it's kind of like an unknown thing whether that comic ever got done, if it's half done, if it ever got started, because Stanley talked about it like it was like it had started, and he passed away, and we've not heard anything about it since. And so it's like it's kind of like an unknown thing of what they're doing with Squircle. Like no one really knows the direct. Like they don't know if it's just like a meme or if they're going to try to actually take it more seriously. No one really knows. There's a lot of rumors, and theories about it. It's just kind of unknown, to be honest.
Interesting. Uh okay, so we just have to wait on that. Yeah,
Maybe
she has
maybe
had
we'll
a
ever get it. Maybe we
show.
will.
Well, I hope so, because that bothers me. That bothers me a lot. Because like when you read her feats, it's like, oh wow, how did she do that? And then I look it up, it's like, there's no fucking reason why any of this should have happened, though. So I hope they
Like she
get
kindly
something.
asked Galactus to leave, and he did. It's that simple.
Uh, yeah, I suppose so. Um, uh, who do you think is? I could probably come up with a good one for this. The strongest non-god or magic hero without reality warping. Probably the Hulk. Or what the fuck is his World Breaker Hulk? Yeah. No,
So,
no
so your question
magic, no
is,
god. That's us from chat.
oh,
Oh, wait.
so
Oh
okay,
wait, Thor's literally a god. Never mind.
yeah, so the question is, who is the best like non-god and not person who doesn't have a power to warp reality?
They can't warp reality, no magic, and they're not a god.
Deathstroke, easy.
More than Worldbreaker Hulk?
Yes, absolutely.
What? Why?
Deathstroke is one is extremely intelligent. Two is so fucking cool that every comic book company literally used Deathstroke as a template of how a badass fucking looks. Like that's not a joke. Look at Bloodsport, Deadshot, I like tons and tons of characters were literally based off of Deathstroke. Deadpool was based off Deathstroke. Like this guy was so fucking cool that like it completely changed the entire game. And in the actual story of it, he's fucking smart as shit. He do whatever it takes to win. This is a guy who has killed the entire Justice League by himself.
Wait, if you say Deathstroke, then couldn't I just say that Deadpool would just be better? He can't kill him.
Aha!
Oh
But here's the
wait,
problem:
he does
that
have the fucking sword that kills him, doesn't he?
yes, and also Deadpool has gained powers that have ended realities.
Oh, I thought Deathstroke was not I thought he didn't have any powers. I just thought he had weapons that were OP.
Deathstroke regenerates. If you shoot him in the hand, the hole in his hand will regrow.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. But Deadpool, you have to remember, Deadpool killed every single person in the MCU at one point.
Zombie Deadpool, right?
No, nope, just Deadpool.
Oh,
He
I thought he
killed
was
every single.
zombie
No,
one.
nope, nope. He killed everyone in the MCU. That way, he could live with Lady Death forever. Um,
What a simp. He's the
and
ultimate simp.
yeah. So what's Thanos?
Wow, eat your heart out, Extreme Dad. I'd break every chair. No, I would kill everybody. Just so you would have to sit on my face. Death.
Yeah, I mean the difference is that Thanos wanted Lady Death, but wouldn't was only willing to kill like a few trillion. Deadpool was willing to kill hundreds of trillions.
Well, I gotta say I admire the work ethic.
Yeah, right.
But still Deathstroke over him? Or Deathstroke, sorry.
Yes, yeah. I'm a massive Deathstroke fan. I'm as big as you get for him. He actually is probably my favorite character in comic books to be like straight up.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a massive fan of Deathstroke. From his look to how he's depicted to like just his story and how he is, I just love him. Like he's just the epitome of a badass.
Uh, I guess just he just wins against Batman.
I mean, he has.
Have they gone back
One
and
of the
forth?
greatest. Yeah, yeah, Deathstroke and Batman a bunch.
So they've both won and lost to each other then.
Sure, but Deathstroke has beat him more than he's lost.
Wait, when he does all these feats you're talking about, is his powers magic?
Nope. Nope. He killed the Justice League with a kryptonite boot, a gun, a sword, and a rope. And he killed the Justice League. And a lighter.
The same guy said you just have a sexual attraction for Deathstroke.
I do, I do. I want him to be my daddy. I want to fuck that eye hole. I want to fucking skull fuck him.
uh Somebody's got to be. I don't know. I'd have to look into it, but yeah, I know he has. What's the sword called? I know you know this. The sword that he has that can kill like even Deadpool. Like it's like stops regeneration abilities.
Oh, you're talking about the Sword of. Is that the Sword of Infinity?
Oh, the Sword of Infinity.
There's Sword of Infinity, there's Sword of Nebulous, and then there's another one, I can't remember its name. Nebulous is the one that belongs to Celestials. I don't think it's that one.
Belong to the Celestial. What the fuck does a Celestial need a fucking sword?
Some of them have weapons, really crazy ones.
Really, what?
Some of them have really crazy weapons, like really wild ones. Like one of them has like this giant staff that has like this orb on top of it, and when he like hits it on its staff on the ground, it goes straight to the core of the earth, corrupt it from the inside out, and just expand it and just destroy the whole world.
Oh, That's silly.
It's crazy. It's fucking nutty.
Uh,
Get more people to power scale. I like doing this power scaling stuff.
yeah, me too. The reason why I think it's so interesting to talk to you about it is because like feel like you're just just have the answers. And God, if I ever have like a who would win debate, I want you to like be an enforceful moderator for it. Like, no, that's not true. Somebody says anything like
You're
about
wrong, retard.
somebody said it's the Triforce.
It could be the Triforce Light.
Is that
The
I hear Triforce and I think
Triforce Blade
Zelda.
was the one. Triforce was the one that was forged. Was forged with the same stones as the Soul Stone.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Or was it the Reality Stone? Was it the Soul Stone or Reality Stone? It was one or the other. I don't remember. I think it was the Soul Stone. Yeah, it's a Soul Stone. I'm like, it could be. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure Soul Stone.
Uh, let's see. So it doesn't look like it. It was either the Soul Stone or the which one?
Or Reality Stone.
I typed that in. I don't
Here,
know.
let the chatters do it. They'll find it.
I think that person came here to say I have arrived. They said it's the Triforce. They said I shall depart and fucking dipped. That's got to be one of your people.
What was their name?
Angry Schnoz.
I don't know them.
I just assume that they are because they were a first time chatter. Then the boop. Evan, do
I
things.
mean, a
What are you
chance.
saying? Hold up for? What is it? Earlier they said that Deathstroke has high regenerative properties. They said they don't know anything past that, and she just told you Dr. Fate was. And some said, "Hold up," but I don't know what they're. Um. So I don't know if it's okay to cross this to cross this bridge into here. Like, do you think that any so like DC is probably stronger in their strongest, yeah.
Yeah. Like, DC's really OP.
Um, who do you think? Is there any other fictional or like anime characters that could hold up against them?
No, I think DC pretty much wipes out around the board. Pretty much, Warhammer doesn't like Warhammer's powerful. They don't stand a chance. Star Wars, as even though they have like Lilith and the presences and the Orders of Force, they couldn't do it. Um,
I
Marvel
mean,
will get clapped.
Thor's kind of sucks in the face of actual magic.
Um, yeah, I mean, it's one like
Biology based.
yeah, yeah. Well, because like you think with like DC, that you have the presence, you have Lucifer, you have Michael, you have um, and then you have like all the Norse, Egyptian, um, Greek pantheons. And they're all way more powerful than the Marvel versions of them usually. And then you have
Are we reading the
then you have
Bible?
like and then you have like Dream, and you have Sandman, and you have Then you have people who like they control all dreams and they control realities, and it's just like again you have Spectre and Fate and Lords of Order and Lords of Chaos, and like and it goes forever. And you have Trigon and Raven and Darkseid, and it just goes on forever.
Is it? Yeah. Oh, god damn it. Is Darkseid stronger than Apocalypse?
Darkseid is stronger than Apocalypse. This has actually been showed.
Well, like, is he continually stronger than Apocalypse?
So Apocalypse v Darkseid, Darkseid is stronger. Planet to planet, Darkseid's planet is still stronger as well.
I like I feel like so if Apocalypse and Darkseid fight, like Apocalypse wouldn't just get like immune to his shit.
Nope. No, it's because you think Darkseid has his three sons. He has mother, or no, grandmother is what his name is. He has the entire Parademon army. He has his world, and his world's funny enough called Apocalypse as well. And then he has the Hellspores. One Hellspore can destroy one planet, and he has billions of them. And then he is a god himself. Even though Apocalypse of Marvel is like this, like extremely dangerous, like and his whole plan's a weapon, it would get fucking absolutely clapped by Darkseid.
Oh, well then who do you put up against like I think us having this conversation started because you sent me a GIF and I was like, is that where are the DC? Because they're like actual gods. Who would you put against
Yeah,
Infinity Stone's Ultron?
who would I put against Infinity Ultron? That's a good question. So Infinity Ultron's a really hard one. Like, so like,
That's what I'm
so like
saying.
obviously there's gonna be certain people that could immediately get his story. Like you have like Lucifer or something. Like Lucifer could just like you no longer exist, right? But like I won't. So I won't go with someone like that who can just like nope him out of existence.
Yeah.
But like so like Infinity Ultron, he's clapping Darkseid. He's gonna clap Trigon. He's gonna fucking I would say. Hmm.
Feels like if they're like tied to this dimension, they probably can't beat him.
Well, I would say the Darkest Knight would probably have a pretty high chance of beating him. Um, the Darkest Knight is extremely powerful and literally consumes entire universes. So I think they would be pretty neck and neck. To that one. I would also say someone like Spectre. Spectre is another extremely powerful person. Um, who is given his powers by the presence and stuff like that. So there's him as well. So, but yeah, like Infinity Ultron is a fucking beast.
Uh, yeah, because you have like smarter than anything with unlimited power.
Unlimited power. Yeah, my favorite
Oh,
moment of Infinity Ultron.
Doom.
Yeah, yeah. What about him?
Doom could probably take him. Yeah.
Infinity Ultron? No.
You don't think he's smarter?
Nope. Nope.
I don't know how
Absolutely
smart
not.
Ultron is.
Infinite. He has infinite, all-knowing abilities. Infinity Ultron is literally omnipresent and all-knowing. Like you have to remember, Infinity Ultron destroyed over 300 universes. 300 universes. He destroyed so many universes that like everything was so quiet he could hear the Watchers in between realms speaking. That's how many people he fucking genocided. He killed so much that there was not a single noise through 300 universes. And he could literally hear gods in a dimensional plane in between realities speaking.
So is he omniscient by way of logic? Like
He's omniscient by the way of logic. Yeah, because so he's one of the really rare characters that has the choice, like had decided that he to make himself a god. Where like a lot of these characters became gods without kind of expecting it, right? They were either like born a god or something happened that became a god. He chose to be a god and like knew what he was doing that would make him a god.
so like he's like just like literally Laplace's demon.
Yeah, yeah. So it's
Just by
like when he took Vision,
Mhm.
and he got the Vision, became old and was Ultron. Thanos shows up with the Infinity Gauntlet. He beams Thanos in half in like 2 seconds. Takes all the Infinity Stones, consumes them, creates an entire universal army, stampedes over countless galaxies, starts literally eating fucking universes, and then consumes all of his knowledge. He's like if Brainiac was on steroids for consuming knowledge.
Huh. Yeah, like well, I guess if he's indefinitely smart, couldn't he just like essentially like look at an array of atoms and then know everything about everything from that?
Yeah, that's what he does. And like
Oh,
once he does that, he's like he can't be stopped because like this is the guy who beat the Watchers. Like that's not a small feat. Like he bashed through the realities and then killed all of the Watchers. Like just genocide them with no problem.
was that comics or was that the what if you told me about?
That's comics, and what if it only depicts him fighting one Watcher? In comics, he kills them all.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna watch that after
I
this.
do recommend the what if though for that. It's awesome.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Um, I think I seen it uh, on Disney when I was scrolling through, but I thought it was something different than what it ended up being because once you well like you showed it to me too once you mentioned or brought to my attention Infinity Ultron, I was like, okay, I am interested now. I can sit down and watch. Uh,
What if was better than I thought it'd be? Like some of the others were trash. Like there was like a Thor one that was garbage dumpster fire,
say Thor
but
one.
like yeah, there was a Thor one where it was like Party Thor. It was dumb.
Oh well, to be fair, uh, Thor had like the worst origin movie too, so I just don't expect
You
him
mean
to carry.
we didn't enjoy
Let me
Thor
put it
Dark
this
World?
way: as soon as so in the first Thor movie, I downloaded it. As soon as he lost his hammer, I paused it and I called the exact minute later in the movie when he would get his hammer back. The villain was bad. It was so overwhelmingly predictable and boring. I just thought it was like the worst
It
origin
is. It's
movie.
really bad.
It was
I will say
impressively bad.
the there's one. Come on, there we go. There was one moment that was really funny. Is when he's at the cafe, he's drinking. He just like throws the glass out. He's like another. Like, that was funny.
What did he?
But
But
yeah,
you
everything
cut out a
was trash.
bunch right there. Do you and
Hold on.
Fauna have the same fucking internet router? I swear to God.
I think so.
Or does it
Hold on.
just come with having a furry icon?
It comes with the furry icon. All right,
That
what about
makes
now?
sense. It seems
Okay.
good.
Okay. I like the part where he's like, where they're at the cafe and he's drinking coffee, he like throws on the ground. He's like, another one. He's just like he keeps like fucking breaking the glass. Like that was funny.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
like yeah, that movie was trash. But hey, look, at least we got Thor: Dark World. Huh? Huh?
Wait, is
Huh?
that the one I didn't see? I haven't seen one of the
It's
Thor movies.
so it's so bad.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I really did like
It
Ragnarok was fantastic.
Ragnarok was wonderful.
Probably
And
one of
then
my
Thor: Love and
favorite
Thunder.
Marvel movies.
Yeah, Ragnarok was amazing. And then Thor: Love and Thunder sucked dick.
Did you even bother seeing Love and Thunder?
Yeah, I watched it. It was terrible.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I've also seen Ant-Man: Quantumania.
Is that new?
Yeah, it's the newest one. It's trash.
Uh, so this is something that I don't really get the full grasp on of. I know that like because of Loki and Ant-Man and Wasp, which I didn't see yet. But I watched all of Loki. Loki was like the best thing Disney's done in a long time.
Loki is so good.
Yeah, like they went above and beyond. Uh oh my god. I am really really bad with names. There he is. Kang. Uh can you
Kang the
explain to
Conqueror.
me the depth of this guy? Because like basically the way it sounds is like he would probably be somebody you would try to throw against Infinity Ultron.
Okay, explaining Kang is gonna be hard because comics don't explain Kang. Kang is a
And he's
how
like
do
a
I
techno
explain
time
Kang?
traveler.
Techno time travel that has millions of variants across the and they're all very different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um and some are good, some are evil, some are kind of in the middle, some are landlords, some are salesmen, some are racist, some are Nazis, some are the president of the United States. There was one that was Bill Clinton. Um, it's it became a really weird character. I have a I don't
Well, I guess King the Conqueror, and that like the ones with it like we should be worried about.
yeah. So like the main one is Kang the Conqueror, and then Kang the Impaler. Those are like the those are like the bad guy. They're like the bad ones
Yeah.
because Kang the Conqueror is the one who kills the Avengers and takes over all the realms and and King Paper is the one who is like a genocidal, deranged psychopath murderer who is like a fucking cannibal. He's like, all right, we feast tonight. What are we feasting on? The people we just murdered.
Like why is he? I know I deliberately tried not to read about him because whenever I see things, it's too convoluted. Uh, is he as OP as like the things that I would come across online would make him appear to be?
No, like he's strong, and he's really like he's not unstrong. Like he did kill all of the like Avengers, right? Like he killed Thor and stuff like that. But like
Killing Thor's pretty
uh,
impressive.
Jalen Thor is pretty impressive, but like in the scaling, it's really I don't know.
Well,
It's
it's
like I
his
don't know.
tech, right? It's his tech that makes him insane.
It's his intelligence is what makes him so crazy because he's like really smart and then has the technological advances to expand on that.
Gotcha.
So
Uh,
it's like how like Doctor Doom is so dangerous because how he was so smart and then he uses intelligence to get money and his money to get more power. It's kind
yeah.
of like that. Like their sheer intelligence is what's so dangerous.
Interesting. Yeah, I like those villains because unlike every other villain, they do the things that like yell at your TV villains fucking off. Like they do the thing that you like. Why aren't you doing this? There's no way that you should. Uh, well, that's how I feel about Doom. Uh, Is he at, like at that level? Is he like Doctor Doom level? Like non.
Um, I would say, yeah, I would say that he's at a Victor Von Doom level. Yeah,
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good.
like he's no like God Emperor Doom, but he's a Victor Von Doom level. I would say.
Oh, that's still pretty good. Doom did one shot the Hulk before.
Yeah, and he
Oh,
also one shot Thanos.
uh, did he do it by punching him?
He so
Because Doom punched
uh
the Hulk.
yeah. So Thanos came to Doom when Doom was God Emperor Doom, and Thanos goes, "Bow to me, you fucking peasant! I'm still a god." And he says, "You're nothing without your stones." And then he just sticks his hand through his stomach, grabs his spine, and then just disintegrates Thanos in front of his entire army.
That's pretty based.
And then he's holding Thanos' spine and skull and says, "Who's fucking next?" And his entire army turns around and fucks off.
Uh, that's pretty cool. So who do you think would win between King and Doom? Not God Emperor.
I would give it to Victor Von Doom. I think it would be a really close one, but I think overall, I think Victor Von Doom would win.
Is it just
Just
because of
because
magic?
I would say magic is a big thing of it. Like they both use magic, so they
Oh,
both use magic. But I think
uh,
that Victor Von Doom has a better understanding of how everything works. To where someone like Kang has a very absolute understanding of things. Doctor Doom is so dangerous because he understands things in multiple ways, right? He understands that there's like so many pathways to something. Kang looks at things in a very singular way.
yeah, like he's like tunnel visioned. I have this goal. This is how I'm gonna do it, and this is how it's gonna get me what I want. Whereas Doom just sort of sees like
Yeah,
yeah, like for instance, the reason why like he never loses because even when they beat him, it was always just a Doom bot. It wasn't ever even him to begin with.
right,
The
right.
things that require
I think
all
that
the Avengers was not good enough for him to show up. Just a bot that he made. Wait, my
yep,
mic's bad?
yeah.
Oh wait, why would I think that my mic's bad
Um,
when I can hear you crackling? Okay, sorry.
yeah, it's not. Hold on, sorry. Maybe that will help some.
Oh God, that helped a lot.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think the
Oh,
Discord thing.
it's an internet connection thing. Every time you do something, it sounds super good, and then the internet connection thing happens again. When I was looking up
Yeah,
stuff for this conversation, somebody brought up. You said you do watch anime, yeah?
not really.
Oh, there's a. I just in general, I like really really OP characters. There's a. It, I assume that it's supposed to be like a parody type. There's a character, Anos Voldigode, and he's what the fuck was the he's a demon king, and this time demon like kills him, and then like he just shows back up and he's like, I killed you. He's like, you thought just because you killed me that I'd die, and then he just just obliterates this dude. Uh, and I think it takes something like Doctor Manhattan to beat him. Uh, I like him because he won't just kill you. He'll kill you and keep bringing you back to life and killing you over and over again. If you're a piece of shit and he doesn't like you.
Dormammu, Dormammu, Dormammu.
What?
I just remember that. Remember the in Doctor Strange where he's like Dormammu, Dormammu,
Oh yeah.
Dormammu.
Uh yeah, kind of like that except for the other people the person being tortured is just like basic. They don't they're not getting irritated they have to deal with it. They're just continuously dying. Oh yeah, I guess Doctor Strange, but like there's no happy face to put on it.
Right.
Uh I will never know how OP he actually is because the author died. I'm very sad about it. I do know that he can age like your he can basically atomically decay you by aging you like billions of years, which is a power we don't get enough of in general in uh comics and fiction. Okay. Um, you think we're getting Galactus soon in like MCU? Is the dude in Celestials movie Galactus they're talking about under like an alias?
No, those are just no. So I do think he's coming. It does align with Secret Wars that he should be arriving. We've seen hints of him through points of time. Specifically in um um fucking fuck me, man. No Way Home. In one of the rifts, you can actually see Galactus's eye and stuff. So there are scenes and times that we see hints of Galactus.
Yeah, no. Oh, I see. Um, I think that they're gonna nerf the fuck out of him for the movies.
Sadly, so yeah.
I get really I'm generally frustrated with whenever there's like live action superhero stuff, everybody gets nerfed. Like, you ever watch the Flash show?
I did.
Uh, I watched it during like COVID lockdowns, and I was like appalled at like the low levels of speed required to get into the Speed Force. Like, it was like enough to like offset a tsunami. Get the fuck out of here. Uh, like every time they introduce somebody really cool, like I feel like Galactus isn't gonna be that big of a deal in the movies. Whereas like
We'll see. I mean, they kept Kang alive from Quantum Mania, so who knows?
well, because like Galactus as is trumps everything we've seen by like 100 miles
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the MCU. Like, there's really nothing that like stands up to uh like I don't even know if we've seen anything in the MCU that stands up to the Silver Surfer, let alone Galactus.
The Heralds are really powerful and Silver Surfer's a really powerful character. Um, yeah, I don't think we've seen outside of Celestials. I would say we haven't seen anyone
The
yet.
Celestials sucked as far as power scaling goes in the movie.
Depends which one.
The movie The
Oh, in the movies,
Celestials.
yeah, Eternals was.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Eternals, that's
oh
what it
yeah,
was
yeah. I thought
called.
you meant in general. Eternals was dog shit.
I didn't mind the movie, but their power scaling was fucking awful. I just thought it was
Oh,
nice
but
that the movie
they didn't
was
do
not like
anything
the
with
other
them.
movies. It was a nice change of pace. But
I didn't like
uh,
Eternals. It was boring.
uh,
Its pacing was all over the place. Like, hey, future, past, future, past, present. It's like so weird.
that's why it was like 5 hours long.
So trash. Like, because they were like, we're in the future, now we're in present, now we're in the past, now we're in the future, past, present, future, past. It's like, what are we doing?
um, uh, not entirely off topic, but did you see the? I can't think of his name. Uh, the John Cena superhero show.
You're talking about Peacemaker, right?
Yeah, that was like the best like superhero show I've like TV show
I
probably maybe
I
ever.
thought it was I thought it was all right. I'll be real. I thought it was all right.
Oh man,
Uh,
I loved it.
I wasn't. I don't like John Cena. Two, I don't really like that character.
I don't like John
Um,
Cena.
he's all right. Most of the jokes were not really funny. Some of the scenes were cool. Some of the fighting was cool. Some of the stories were cool. Just a lot of the jokes fell really flat for me. Like a lot of
Um,
jokes just weren't very funny. Um,
I thought they did a good job of like you barely have to suspend disbelief. It's like almost plausible.
for me, peak superhero, like not superhero, but like just hero-based shows is something like Daredevil or Punisher or Loki or
Oh, that's true. Loki's definitely better. Got me there. He's
Punisher. I
also
think is
good.
still the best. I think Punisher's the best. Like I think Punisher's the best of all of them. Like I think it's peak like show for that. The first like 4 seasons of Green Arrow were wonderful.
I
Um,
was the first few seasons of The Flash was pretty good.
yeah, the first like season one of the Flash was, had a rocky. Second season was pretty good. Third season was really good.
Yes.
Um, and then the fourth season was okay. Fifth season was fucking dog shit, and then it just got worse.
Crisis was good though. Crisis was good.
This was good. I agree. Yeah.
Um,
Um,
my wife and I powered through like 16 episodes in a day just so we could watch Crisis, and we were so tired and like burnt out by the time it happened. It was like it didn't hold the hype that it should have. We were so anxious to get there. What? Oh, The Punisher's on Netflix.
A Punisher is on Disney Plus now. It's no longer on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mentioned him earlier too. I have the first issue of Bloodshot just chilling somewhere.
Hey,
I got it. Somebody owed me money for like weed like 13 years ago, and they gave it to me off like $10 off of it. Okay, probably worth $10 today. Uh, yeah, you said he was modeled off of. Yeah,
yeah. So
Bloodsport. I think.
Bloodsport was redone after Deathstroke's debut. Same with Deadshot as well.
Oh,
Because Deadshot originally was a French white dude, and he looked like a fucking loser. And when Deathstroke came out, they completely redid him, and now he looks like this sick motherfucker he is today.
oh wait, no, not Bloodsport. Bloodshot.
Deadshot.
Oh no, I'm saying I have the first issue of Bloodshot, like Valiant Comics.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So yeah, so you are okay. So it was not originally anything it was. All right, cool.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, I was wrong. It doubled in value. It's now worth 20.
But yeah, if you look at original depictions of Deadshot, Deadshot used to be a white dude who had a bunch of bandages around his face, and he wore this big red fluffy suit with this really dumb looking hat. He looked fucking like trash. And then Deathstroke came out, and they completely redid him. He looks fucking awesome now.
Uh, Let me you should send me some pictures. I won't know when. Wait, where does Wolverine fit into this power scaling? Because he reads stuff about like people getting compared. He's always depicted as more OP than I've ever seen.
Wolverine's powerful, but he's not that powerful. Like he's strong because he's so aggressive.
Oh, so like healing factor and all that. It be damned. He's just like he's strong because he
He's just
fucking
sheer rage.
where would you place like Domino? And she like even
Ooh, Domino's. Okay, I sent them to you in DMs. I sent you both variants.
oh cool. I have to take away your picture. I don't. Oh shit. Uh, Wait. So of these two, can you explain to me the like what's happening in these two pictures or these two gifts? The first
One,
one is the
so
one
the
you're
second
talking
one that I
about.
sent you,
Yeah.
the first one is where he was when he was redone after the debut of Deathstroke. The second one was what he looked like when he originally debuted.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like the one that looks like Sector from Mortal Kombat way better.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's he's just cool.
It's
It's
so
like
much better.
every dollar store generic fucking badass action figure was modeled after this GIF. They
Yeah.
they always
So
have swords and they look like this, but monochrome. Is that what you're saying that everybody's modeled after? That?
yeah, Domino is a really interesting one because she's pretty much, yeah. Like because they when they make mercenaries, the template of mercenaries is does it look as cool as Deathstroke? Like that's like the template. It's like are they cooler than Deathstroke? No, get rid of it.
That's funny.
So Domino is a really interesting one because she's lucky, right?
Yeah.
So you
Well, how does that
Jinx.
fit in?
So well, this is what so like Jinx of like DC is someone who is unlucky, right? Like everything she does to people, it makes them have bad luck. So it's like, oh, you're on a ladder, ladder falls out beneath you. Oh, you this, oh, it misfires. With Domino, it's different. So like, let's say you go to shoot Domino in the back of the head, well, the gun jams.
Yeah.
Oh my, Domino. Oh, I picked out my knife, didn't come out, or I missed her, right? So the only way that you can beat Domino is with mystical powers. So if you are not a mystical being, you can't beat her.
Well, wait. What if you just created an event where it was certain that she would die, an infallible event? Because luck
Well,
wouldn't have anything to play into it.
you would have to like make some like the only way you could do that is that you would have to just be like some like you like be like some form of wizard because like let's say you she had no idea what was coming and you threw her in a gas chamber. Gas doesn't go off. Like it's just like whatever scenario you put her in, like it's not gonna work. So you have to be a mystical being or a person who understands. Like you do like a Victor Von Doom or a type character to be able to understand how to counteract that.
You would actually have to
Because
counteract the
nothing,
ability by changing reality.
pretty much, maybe not reality, but just how it works, right? Because there's like a core basis of how it works, and you would have to figure out how you can counteract that.
Hmm. Do you think her power would make it to where you misinterpreted it no matter who you are, and you would get it wrong?
Probably not. Like let's say like Victor Von Doom is sitting in his castle, brooding, like, what am I going to do? And he sees the X-Men are doing a thing, and he sees that Domino, and he goes, I want to kill her, right? Luck isn't gonna be on Domino's side in that moment because Domino hasn't perceived anything about Victor Von Doom
Oh, so it
doing
has
anything
a
to her.
sphere of influence. It has like an area which it can
Yeah, it has.
affect.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I didn't know if it was just like yeah, if it didn't have a like an effective range. Okay. So then you just put her on the upper end of like humanity superpowers.
yeah, yeah. She would be really annoying to fight. It's like that's kind of like there's like a really funny thing. So they're kind of bringing Deathstroke. Deathstroke was shooting at a guy one time, and he goes, "Fuck, this guy's bullet resistant. This is gonna be way harder." It's like that. It's like you can kill Domino. It's just not gonna be fun.
Uh yeah, it I guess if you took somebody who's like perfect at killing like him against her, it would be like two people. It would be like a fight between two people who could read somebody's mind and was like they were both masters of martial arts. It would just always end in a stalemate.
Yep,
You
or until
you would
someone bets the other some way.
uh yeah, I think I so she would beat Deathstroke, right? Because he doesn't have powers.
Um, yeah, I mean, she could very likely, yeah. The thing with Deathstroke, he's really smart, and but the thing is, I found a way to make him win. Hold on.
I tell you, smart people lose all the time. Like when I play Magic and I play poker, and somebody's like, "Oh, you're so lucky." I always say, like, "Look, I'd rather be lucky than good. Good players lose all the time. Lucky players always win."
Right. I mean, yeah. I mean, in most cases, she would win. Like, you would probably find out some way to beat her, but like most of the time, she would win.
Yeah, like I feel like if she's like backed against a corner against somebody who's like about to get her, then like that would be the time that that then like somebody else would come in and intervene where it worked out for her because of her luck. Like it would
Right.
end up just not being just her because by chance somebody else was like trying to go after that person at that exact time. Isn't she getting a show
Dominic? Maybe.
or a movie?
I doubt a movie. She was in Deadpool too.
Yeah, I did see her in Deadpool too. Yeah, I was talking to my wife about this conversation. I mentioned Domino and like, who's that? I was like, she was the chick that jumped out of the plane in Deadpool 2 without a parachute.
I love that scene. It's like, is she gonna die? I don't care.
I thought she was getting a show, but when I looked it up, all I'm seeing is Pizza and Domino Masters, whatever the fuck that is.
This sounds like a fucking. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't remember hearing about her getting a show. I don't remember hearing anything about it. Pretty cool. I feel like it'd be kind of a goofy one because like anything that would happen is just not gonna happen.
Wait, she had a movie? There's a 2005 movie about her.
What is there?
Is this
I don't
the
remember there
same
being a movie about.
character? Maybe it's not.
I yeah, I doubt because I don't remember there being a character. I remember her having a movie.
Nope, nope, nope. It just seemed like it because the like the thumbnail for the movie trailer was like somebody pointing a gun at a chick's mouth. Okay, no, it's not. It just happened to line up very well. Uh, so Evan Do Things had mentioned in Twitter and in both of my chats, Marquise of Death. Uh,
I'm sorry, say that again.
so somebody on Twitter and in both of my chats mentioned the Marquise of Death.
Yeah, Marquise of Death. Yeah, they're extraordinarily powerful.
Googled them. Uh, where would you fit them? This is amazing for me. You've given me like 10 hours of googling in like an hour.
So they're in there like with like Beyonder and stuff like that. Like
Like the
they're really strong.
Beyonder.
Yeah, they're crazy strong.
That's like a fucking
They're
cunt hair under like the Christian God.
yeah, yeah, like because they're like Beyonder level of power.
Uh, that's spooky. What's their just omniscient, omnipresent.
Omniscient, omnipresent. Are they all knowing? I don't remember if they're all knowing or not. Um, but yeah, no, they're like the Grim Reaper virtually. They're just like
Oh,
they're consumed by death and darkness and depravity. and stuff like that. And
All the good things.
yep, all the fun things in the world.
So I'm pretty tired, but I got one more question for you. And I'd like to
Throw it
revisit
on
this
me.
kind of stream sometime in the future too. This has been fucking fantastic for me. How about you?
I've had fun. I like being a nerd.
Um you don't get to interact with any content about like this kind of stuff, do you?
I mean, I argue about it quite a bit in my
Nice.
server because, well, in my server specifically, yeah, but like as far as on shows, never.
Cool. Maybe I'll try to gather up some nerds in the
I'm
future.
very down. I would love to do like a debate panel where like people just say really dumb shit about comics and I can just scream at them.
uh Well, I'd leave the panel to you, but if somebody ever if I ever got into it with somebody about who would win, I would 1000% tap you in to like moderate slash judge that conversation. With the
I'm
clause
very
being that
down.
you can interrupt to correct anybody's like misstep or fuck up. Because people who see this might not know your credentials, but I do, and so I just immediately take your word. Can you explain to me exactly the Batman Who Laughs, like the extent of their power?
Oh, the Batman Who Laughs is the deranged mentality of the Joker with the intelligence and the willpower of the Batman,
Uh-huh.
who, with combined powers, creates the Batman Who Laughs. Someone who is willing to do whatever is necessary to be the most powerful person in the world and has no will and has nothing in their way to stop them. They have the money, the power, and the intellect to do whatever the fuck they want. Kill the Justice League, no problem. I already know all that because I was Batman, right? Want to kill an entire family? Joker. Want to fucking know secrets of Quantum Realm? Already know it. Um, and stuff like that. And when they are cursed by the Marquis of Death, um, they become the Darkest Night, who is an
Oh,
all-consuming darkness.
that's how they got their power?
Yeah.
Oh. Why did they do that? Why did they bestow that kind of power?
Because when universes are damned, um, beings and evil dimensional gods will grant things to because when universes are damned, it limits the gods that rule those realms. So those gods will often give power to others to allow them to like expand the reach of all.
I see. Um uh how does the universe become damned?
A universe becomes damned when the Lords of Order and the Lords of Chaos agree that this universe there is no saving it and there's no correcting its balance. So a universe is either obliterated or it's left to fall and cripple.
Oh, so like they
So
either obliterate it or somebody's like, "Hey, I want this one to just like fuck around with."
it just exists. It just floats away. Like it just floats away into the galaxy and it's just there.
Oh. Is the Batman Who Laughs multiversal?
Yes.
So,
Yes. Since he understands the multiverse, he was able to then pull in other versions of the Joker and Batman into their dimension, corrupt them, and create more of them.
oh, Christ.
Also, he has an army of cannibals, cannibal Robins.
That's really funny. Uh so it's just a universe where the Joker becomes Batman, or does like our Joker and Batman, but he gets like
So how it
Joker-fied with the
begins
gas.
is So how it starts is the Joker murdered a family and had a little girl, and he was telling the little girl, goes, "Hey, I'm gonna rape you." He literally was like, "I'm gonna rape you, little girl." And the Batman had enough. He goes to Joker and snaps his neck.
Oh.
When he snaps his neck, the fumes start going out of Joker's mouth into Batman.
Oh,
And then
okay.
just 45 minutes later, Batman becomes the Batman Who Laughs, kills Red Hood, Nightwing, and Batgirl, and then goes on his murdering spree.
So it's like Arkham Knight on steroids storyline.
Yes, yeah, it captures and takes from that story very heavily. That's what it's like. That's its like basis from is based off of that, and they create a story from that.
That's cool. That's my favorite Batman story.
That's everyone's favorite Batman story because those games were fucking awesome.
It they did so good. And I always thought it was so weird that like they all the Batman shit that ended up being a game rather than like anything else.
You know what's funny? You say I just 100%, like completely 100%ed Arkham Knight. I decided that I would go back and do it. And I have spent the past week. And I've 100% it.
That's what's up. And I think that they like perfected the fighting style for that kind of a game. That's why all the Spider-Man games use it.
Yep,
Uh,
yep, those were
like
great
really
games.
really good. Yeah. Well, shit. I very appreciate this. I've been up for a little over 24 hours now. I want to make sure that I did this. I got a Red Bull when I went to pick up my wife. Thanks, man. Or sorry, that cloak.
Cancel
Everybody.
this man. I'm not. You're fine.
I know, like,
Okay.
I think it's just because I never see your face. Like, you're the only person I do that to. Um,
Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, it is. All right, you heard it here, folks. Cancel.
um, yeah, I appreciate this, and like I was pretty confident that this would be really productive based on your knowledge. Whenever I have a question, I'm just gonna fucking DM you now. You're the
Good.
like the source. How big is your comic collection?
Uh, that's a good question. If I was to roughly estimate, you probably have like a few thousand.
Did you think like less than 10,000, but more than like 2,000?
Um, yeah, all right, yeah,
God, you have comics like I have Magic cards.
yeah. Yeah, kind of, yeah, yeah. That sounds about right. But yeah, I had fun. I had fun doing this. Everyone follow me on my Twitter. I'm shit posting. I'm addicted to Twitter now.
I
Um,
couldn't believe you didn't have Twitter. Twitter is uh like perfectly suited
I've
for your kind of behavior.
I that's my problem. That's why I never got it 'cause I knew I would get addicted, and now I'm addicted.
uh,
Yeah. So
yeah. When I had a job that I sat around and didn't have a lot to do, that's when I was like the most addicted to Twitter.
yep. Yeah. So everyone go follow me on Twitter. QuillAlexa147. I'm shit posting all day.
I'll oh yeah, you put it in my
And
Discord.
discord.gg/PlayGoChi
Yeah, I'll put out a tweet about you being on Twitter so you get more exposure. Because I think that
I appreciate it.
I just wanna watch you being on Twitter with a bunch of people following you. I feel like you're gonna speed run the ban, but it'll be fun to watch while it goes.
Yeah, that's kind of what I like. That's my whole thing is follow me before I get banned. That's like my whole thing.
It's harder than most platforms though. Mr. Grill
I
got
heard
banned
that
for like a
before.
day. So I think you're pretty good. But well, I don't know. I feel like you could figure it out. But again, thank you very much. I had
Yeah.
a lot of fun. I'm gonna dinner and then probably pass out in my fucking computer chair.
Yeah. Well, thank you for having this conversation. It was fun, and yeah, I look forward to doing these things more.
Yeah, same. Have a good night. I don't know. I
You
don't
as
know if you
well.
know about this. One last thing. I'm debating Brianna Wu tomorrow.
I saw that. I retweeted that and I said I don't consent to this debate.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I commented on Hassan opening a restaurant with a really snarky remark. So I've had a fuck ton of Twitter notifications. Uh,
That's really good.
I, dude, every time this motherfucker does something, uh, with his money, my brain explodes. But
I don't give a fuck about Hassan.
I think, do you dislike Brianna Wu?
No, I interviewed with her. She was wonderful.
Oh, that's right. You did
Yeah,
interview her.
we interviewed her. She was a wonderful person to interview. She was. I hope to have her on future shows. She did say that she was interested to come on some panels, so I do hope to have her on some things in the future. And I will be watching that debate.
I haven't had any problems with her. Uh, I mean, I didn't like the fact that like I don't know if she intentionally derailed her debate with Mr. Girl, but she didn't work very hard to not derail. But other than that, but a lot of people I talk to are just like, I'm like, hey, uh, she's tough. I respect that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess I don't know all
I
the
enjoyed
nitty
interviewing her,
gritty, but
and I will be watching it tomorrow.
cool. Don't try to get banned in my chat, please.
I will try. But yeah, everyone follow me on Twitter, discord.gg/politicalshitshow. Join my Discord. Yeah, and that's about it.
All right, have a great night, Queen Alexa.
You as well, Eldrazi.
All right, that's it for me. I'm gonna pass out. I stayed up really late so that way I could wake up tomorrow early and cram a bunch before the debate, and I'm gonna